welcome to this week's video. For this week, I'm going to do a little book haul for the month of August, and let's show off some books here that I picked up. So let us start with Nicola Cornick's The Scandals of an Innocent. It's a historical romance. And let's read the back blurb, shall we? Miss Alice Lister feels anything but respectable. Bad enough that she's a maid-turned-heiress. Now the insufferably attractive Lord Miles Vickery is certain he can gain her fortune by blackmailing her into marriage, even though it was his deceitful charm that broke her heart once before. But she's positive the terms of her inheritance will prove an impossible task. After all, what rake could be completely honest for 3 long months? For his part, Miles finds his newfound frankness invaluable in entangling Alice in positions deliciously unbecoming of a lady. Of course, he doesn't yet know that he's fallen hopelessly in love with this formidable innocent, or that he will soon go to impossible lengths to prove himself hers forever. And her green dress is so pretty, and looking forward to that one. And next we have a contemporary, and it's Loving Kara by Kristen Proby, and I've heard many good things about Kristen Proby, and so let's read the back. Kara Donovan's summer tutoring job is turning out to be a challenge, and not just because of her troubled 12-year-old student. It's his Uncle Josh who's the real problem. If problem is the word for an irresistibly cocky, muscle-bound rancher with a taste for tight Levi's and shameless flirtation. Kara is nothing like the wallflower Josh King remembers, good-naturedly teasing in high school. This Kara is gorgeous, confident, fun. From the moment the fiery teacher steps foot on his family's Lazy K ranch, the stubborn playboy is determined to corral her. So what happens when his luscious lover takes over the reins? The first in a steamy trilogy, Kristen Proby's enthralling novel is filled to the brim with one hard-working family's triumphs and challenges, all the wild adventures of the modern West, and a whole lot of titillating fun. So definitely looking forward to that. Though I will say, the dude on the cover, he does not look old enough to have, oh, it's his uncle, okay, his uncle, not his father. The 12-year-olds, for a second. He doesn't look old enough to be the father of a 12-year-old. How, like, yeah, he looks like he's about 18. So, yeah, so she's a tutor, and I'm wondering, so they knew each other in high school, and by the looks of him, that was a year ago. I don't know, he looks really young to me. I just realized that. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. The next one is My Wicked Little Lies by Victoria Alexander, and there's the cover, and allow me to squeeze that there's an insert cover! You guys know of my adoration for these. I think all historical romances should still have them. So, and I love Victoria Alexander. She is wonderful. She reminds me, she's sort of on par for me with Julia Quinn, in that her romances are steamy, but there's also wonderful humor and banter in them. She's very much on par, in my opinion, with Julia Quinn. Yeah, so let's read the back. Evelyn Hadley Atwater has it all, a genteel Victorian life replete with a loving husband, ball gowns, and elegant parties. No one, including the man she married, suspects that she was once Eve, a spy for England's most enigmatic intelligence agency. Yes, Eve! Go Eve! Summoned for one final assignment, the excitement of her former life and memories of her mysterious, flirtatious boss, Sir, proved too tempting. Adrian Hadley Atwater is a respectable, dignified gentleman, But even the most proper gentlemen have secrets of their own. Secrets from the rest of the world, from their families, from their wives, secrets that have a price. Now, as a veil of secrecy phrase, a tantalizing game of cat and mouse will test the bounds of unfailing love. I'm gonna guess that he is Sir, that he's the boss man, because he's mysterious, so she's likely never doesn't know his real identity, and I'm guessing it's the husband. So I'm guessing this is sort of a Mr. and Mrs. Smith sort of thing. Historical. And they're not out to kill each other. So, yeah. Really looking forward to that one. Next, we have another absolute favorite author of mine, and that is Roseanne Bittner. This one is called Unforgettable. There was one most recent one that, oh gosh, I don't have it to my Outlaw Hearts or some such like that was the ebook that I read of hers that I absolutely adored. I have one of her books on my keeper shelf, and I think it's Thunder on the Plains. Yeah, Thunder on the Plains. And I love her writing so very much. So when I saw this, I absolutely had to grab it. I want to get all of her books eventually. So let's read the back blurb. Orphaned at a tender age, sassy streetwise Allie Mills fought her way to the dusty plains of Oklahoma. Excuse me, reading out loud sometimes makes me yawn for some reason. No one was going to keep her from her dreams of independence, not even tall, rugged Ethan Temple. The Cheyenne half-breed stirred deep feelings. The Cheyenne half-breed stirred feelings deep inside of her, tempting Allie to surrender to his strong embrace. Was Ethan a man she could trust? Yes. Willing to cherish her without taming her, a lover who could satisfy her body and soul without trying to conquer her wild heart? Yes. So, there you go. So definitely looking forward to that one. I know that for some people, half-breeds are a bit of a touchy. You'd have to like really finesse it with finesse your way with sort of that kind of a character today. But I love her, and I am willing to go with her. I'm very much looking forward to reading this one. The next one, also a favorite, Sarah Morgan. I love her, her Harlequin. Yeah, her Harlequins. I believe she did the Harlequin Presents or just Harlequin Romance. She was in one of those lines. Really love her. And this one is Sunset in Central Park. As a rule, I don't usually love the sort of cartoony covers. I know that they're like a big thing right now, as opposed to like models on the covers or like just symbols on the covers. A lot of writers and publishers are using these sort of like cartoony covers. Not really a fan, but it's Sarah Morgan and I love her. So let's read the back. Love has never been a priority for garden designer Frankie Cole. After witnessing the fallout of her parents' divorce, she's seen the devastation an overload of emotion can cause. The only man she feels comfortable with is her friend Matt, but that's strictly platonic. Not for long! If only she found it easier to ignore the way he makes her heart race. Matt Walker has loved Frankie for years, but sensing how fragile she is beneath her feisty exterior has always played it cool. But then he uncovers new depths to the girl he's known forever and doesn't want to wait a moment longer. He knows Frankie has secrets, and has buried them deep. But can Matt persuade her to trust him with her heart and kiss him under the Manhattan sunset? Friends to lovers, I adore. I love Friends to lovers. So definitely looking forward to this one, Sunset in Central Park. The next one is one that I came across years ago, and it's called not The Secret, it's called Secret by L. Marie Adeline, and she is a Toronto author. And I tried the book years ago because the subject matter intrigued me. This was right around the whole, or maybe like right before. Yeah, this was right around the whole 50 Shades thing, and when there was like a boom of like BDSM sort of novels coming out, and I was looking for books sort of like in that genre, because as good as the plot for 50 Shades was, it wasn't really, I didn't like the writing voice. It just did not work for me. Thought the movies were great. I think that's one of the cases where I found the movies were better than the books. But I was sort of in sort of like that, wanted to read more fiction, like the plots of BDSM and that kind of stuff. I came across this one, and for some reason back then it didn't grab me, but I saw it again, and I wanted to sort of try again and see if I would perhaps have a better go of it this time. So let's read the back blurb. Cassie Robichaux waits tables at the rundown Cafe Rose in New Orleans, and every night she heads home to her and solitary apartment. But when she discovers a notebook left behind by a mysterious woman at the cafe, Cassie's world is forever changed. The notebook's stunningly explicit confessions lead Cassie to SECRET, an underground society dedicated to helping women realize their wildest, most intimate sexual fantasies. Cassie soon immerses herself in an electrifying 10-step journey through rapturous fantasies with gorgeous men who satisfy her like never before. She discovers a new confidence that transforms her, giving her the courage to live passionately. Enticing, liberating, and emotionally powerful, Secret is a world where fantasy becomes reality. So, I think it's the first book in a series. So I wanted to give it another shot and see if all these years later, maybe it would grab me, because I really, really like the plot of it. I really like the blurb. So let's see. Hopefully it'll do better for me this time around. And that is it for this week. Make sure that you are subscribed to me here on YouTube, and you get the little notification bell thingy so that you know when new videos go up. Have you read any of these books? Let me know your thoughts without being spoilery. And follow me on the Twitters at twitter.com/authorejamie, and follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/authorejamie, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!